Where does the itch, I guess, or the passion for like counseling? Like, why do you decide after you get out of the military to go into counseling?
I really think it's just from like my upbringing. My mom's been a nurse since I can remember, and growing up here in Wewoka, it's just, poverty rate's pretty high, like right between 45%. So growing up, I mean, I have great parents, but I had a lot of friends that didn't. So it was just kind of, instilled in me by them to just look out for others, because I seen them do it all the time. Yeah. I'd have friends come stay with me whenever they needed it. And then I think in the military, when I seen, veterans struggling and stuff like that was maybe something I wanted to pursue. So that's what I started doing with college,
Yeah. I think a lot of people just, they go away from home and then they never come back. Right. And then if they do come back, they see that nothing's changed, and then they continue to leave. Right. When you came back and you saw that, I guess nothing much had changed, but you wanted to make a difference, like it's very different and very special, and something that's a unique quality that you have that most people don't have. You say you put it down to your parents giving you that?
Well, that, and I don't know. I always tell people you can't fake passion, and I think in order to figure out what it is you were meant to do, you have to go and experience a lot. You have to go through obstacles, you have to experience setbacks, and you have to try a lot of different stuff. That's why I worked in the juvenile center for a while. Then I worked at different, rehabs and stuff like that, just getting every opportunity that I could. And then once I came here to start teaching and coaching, that's when I realized, things were basically the same. Yeah. But I wasn't just a kid anymore. I was someone that's got some training and skills and education, and that's what I wanted to, put it to work. And that's basically what my facility is. It was just a lack of resources that I seen, and I'm one of those people that instead of, I'm not going to bitch about a problem if I can't offer a solution. So I bitched about a problem, but I had the solution. But small towns aren't too excited about change, and it's something that had never been done. So when I mentioned it, a lot of people had negative feedback just because I just didn't think they understand, the deeper reasoning for it. So it was basically just, I felt like it was my calling, to get this up and going. I wasn't necessarily excited about it because I knew the amount of work it was going to take and how much it was going to suck. But like I tell people, when you know you were meant to do something specific, in life, you have to seize the opportunity. And I think a lot of people get a misconception that it's going to be something easy or perfect, and it's not, Yeah. For me, it's damn, I don't want to buy this 100-year-old building for money I don't have and just go through all these times of uncertainty, but I knew it's what I was put here to do, so I just wasn't afraid to take it on.
Yeah. So you come back, you get discharged from the military, you come back, you decide, I need to make change in the world. I want to make a change in the world. My passion is this. And then you go to school for it to get so you can actually teach. Where do you go to school?
Well, through the military, I took advantage of doing college classes when I could, but your training, always came first. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I was never set on, I want to do this in the mental health sector. I just knew I was meant to do a lot more. A lot of people transition out of the military and they just don't really know what they want to do. And my main goal was not to get, a good paying job, which money's great. Obviously, as a teacher, we don't get any of it. But I've always wanted to have a job or create something where I knew that I could really create change and change lives. And for me, that started working in the juvenile systems. I would pick up things from different facilities that I liked, that I didn't like. I learned how to work with all types of kids. And, I had my own approach when I worked with those kids. I did a lot of stuff outside the box, but I had an impact on a lot of those kids. And then once I went into teaching, I kind of did the same thing. I took my own approach, and it it paid off, because I built good relationships with my kids, and then it was like it was slowly building up. Okay, I worked with kids in this environment. Now I'm teaching and coaching. But the thing was with teaching, it's not that challenging to me, maybe because I was in the military. I worked in the juvenile systems. I'm not one of those teachers that are like, that get stressed out easily. It wasn't fulfilling for me.
Sure.
I enjoy it's not fulfilling. And after when I was my first year of teaching, that's when I was like, damn, I thought this was what I was supposed to be doing. But then I was like, okay, maybe I'm supposed to be doing more, and that's when this facility came to mind, and I'm like, yup, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, because my own facility, I can create it the way I want to, I can run it the way I want to, and I can work with kids in my own way, which is the biggest thing, because schools are so dictated on what they can and what they can't teach. And here I wanted to have it unique, and use stuff that I know works with kids, and that's kind of how this place came to life.